I'm going to show you the best ways to farm golden jewelry and therefore gold ingots in V Rising. So gold jewelry is used to craft gold ingots if you are not familiar with the process. There are a few different ways to farm these, and it just depends on where you're at with your weapons. If you have really good weapons to get the gold jewelry, here gold jewelry is used with sulfur to make gold ingots. If you have really good weapons, then you can go get it the absolute fastest. If you are level 70 plus with weapons and armor and whatever gear score, then you can go to Brighthaven Square / any of Brighthaven, and the boss enemies there will very frequently drop golden jewelry on death, basically. So the paladins, the clerics, and the priests that roam around with their little paparazzis or whatever, those guys are going to be your best bet. Now, you can also go to the Brighthaven Cathedral every single day and loot all the chests that are there. And the chests will very frequently have golden jewelry. Sometimes you'll get lucky and one of them will have like +4, 4 jewelries or something. And inside of the cathedral, not only can you find chests inside of the cathedral, so check in there when you run through everywhere. But if you haven't noticed, right when you come inside the cathedral, to the left and the right, there's a little cabin you can loot. And those will often have it. So that's a great way to do it every 24 hours. Although you're going to have to run through and just have enemies chasing you and sometimes die. Unless you want to use a holy resistance potion every single time, which I wouldn't. I don't know. Not really worth it. It's better just to run through, grab everything, die. If you die, just run back in again, try to grab everything, get out, and just keep doing that till you get out with your golden jewelry, if you're going to go that way. Another way is in Brighthaven Square specifically, there are buildings right where my mouse is pointing, this one right here, and this other one at the bottom, right by the fountain, south of the fountain. Those ones, you can actually go into them, and they have lootable cabinets and dressers and things like that that will sometimes have golden jewelry. Also, you can find chests inside of those as well. And just chests in general in Brighthaven Square will have golden jewelry sometimes. Just every single day, new chests spawn in random places. The other ones will not drop golden jewelry pretty much at all, but the enemies that roam them will. If you see a priest or a cleric or a paladin, they can drop them. So that's your hands down best way, but it's not the only way to get golden jewelry. Okay, so that's just like the fastest way if you have the gear for it. And also, if you don't have the gear, you can go into human form and go around Brighthaven Square looting all the chests and stuff if you want to. That is an option if you don't feel like burning through gear and constantly going and harvesting more dark silver ingots and all that in order to keep your gear up and repaired. And then also you can, the one you don't need gear, just run through the Brighthaven Cathedral. But the other way you can go about this is killing V-Blood enemies in the Dunley farmlands. They will sometimes have golden jewelry, and by sometimes I mean like, I don't know the ratio, like half of the time they'll drop a golden jewelry on average, because sometimes they'll drop like 2. So you can go to Mosswick Village and fight the boss there, or I don't think there's one there. You can go to Dunley Monastery and fight the boss there. Yeah, that one for sure. You can go to Dawnbreak Village and kill the lady that runs around there. You can go to Bastion of Dunley and kill the boss there. And sometimes when just roaming these roads, there's bosses that roam the roads in Dunley farmlands as well. So if you run into one of those, definitely take them down, like Jade the Vampire Hunter, or I can't remember. There's like 2 other ones that just roam randomly around there. You can also go to the Haunted Iron Mine and fight the boss in there for a chance at the golden jewelry. And then also, additionally, looting cabinets and dressers and things like that in all the villages through here. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember offhand, but I'm pretty sure there was a small chance of getting golden jewelry from those. It's just very infrequent. But don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure, though, that you could get a few here and there from doing that. So other than that, I don't think there are any other golden jewelry drops other than like high-level bosses down in the Farbane Woods, and then the super high-level bosses in Cursed Forest maybe. But I know, like, for example, Tristan the Vampire Hunter, I've gotten golden jewelry from him before, but he's like level 46, and you have to go find him every time. It's not a guaranteed drop. So fastest way, again, to summarize, fastest way is going to be the Brighthaven in general, especially the Cathedral and the Square, the enemies there. Docks and whatever, don't drop it. It's just Square, Cathedral, and then any of the special enemies, clerics, stuff like that. Pretty much any enemy. And I think even the weaker enemies, I feel like they can drop the golden jewelry. It's just really rare, if I remember this right. But I might be misremembering. Because the reason that made me think about that was, I know the level 50 plus enemies that randomly wander the roads in Dunley farmlands can drop them as well. I do distinctly remember that happening. But anyway, that's the gist of golden jewelry farming. That's like, as far as I'm aware, that's literally every single way that you can possibly get golden jewelry in the game. Fastest, and then everything else is just not as fast, and that's how you get golden jewelry in V Rising.